The essence of what we do is in the name of our company. It is called Live and Study in Europe. We provide the widest range of immigration and education services in Eastern Europe. We have a wide range of customers from all over the world. We have people who want to come from Asian and African countries to Poland and work and continually live there.
Hello everyone. I'm Irene. I am so excited to record this video today because I just received my visa. I am a Kenyan citizen. I received my visa with the help of Live and Study in Europe, and I am so happy. I am so happy.
First, I'm giving thanks to God and all the team.
So, welcome back. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I just decided to hop on live streaming again because why not? I've been seeing niggas live stream, so I have free time. So why not try and live stream? Yeah. Yeah, so let's go. Now we are going to react to Sam Butcher's video. He bought, oh sorry, no, I said Sam Butcher. It's not Sam Butcher's video we are reacting to. We are reacting to Mr. Who's the Boss. I bought the most futuristic tech in the world. So let's see. We all know how AI and shit are getting very involved. So yeah. And I'm new to this streaming shit, so I might be a little bit shy, a little bit. I might fumble all over my words, but you're vibing.
Okay, stop me. I don't think I've ever been this excited for the stuff to arrive. It's all finally here! Some of this stuff took over 2 months to arrive, so in a way we very much are filming this in the future. So let's go roughly from least expensive to the most expensive to find out how much it really costs to experience that next era. So just $10, self-sharpening mechanical pencils. So you know when you're using a normal pencil, the reason it gets blunt is because as you're writing, you're holding the pencil from one consistent angle and kind of sanding away at the tip. So these guys realize how to fix that by creating a system such that every single time you apply and remove pressure from the tip, it rotates the lead so that even if you're writing from one consistent angle, you're actually equally using every side of the pencil. There's really not much to say about it apart from the fact that it really does work, and every pencil should use one of these. The entire sharpening industry would disappear. So I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. So then all the way up at $60, we have the futuristic charger from Gravastar. And actually, while we're at it, let's just do all the Gravastar products. So that's the earbuds and speaker. Whoa. If nothing else, it all looks cool. Let's hope there's more to it than that. Okay, so the charger. It doesn't initially strike me as the most space efficient with this whole transforming, standing, sitting design. Like, they've used a really high-tech material called gallium nitride to be able to get it to a really condensed size, but then bulked it back up again with all the external fluff. Like, it's a 65-watt charger, which is not bad. That's 2 times faster than the iPhone's fast charger. But then, at the same time, if all you wanted was a 65-watt power brick, you can get one in a smaller footprint at a lower price. It's not really futuristic. You're paying for design. You're paying for these rotating ears. You're paying for the fact that the eyes light up. You're paying for the fact that it transforms from a sitting to a standing position, but actually only if you don't have your plug in on top of that, because then it's locked in. 5 out of 10. But then with the earbuds, the design actually has a purpose. These things feel so premium. Like, listen to these sounds. Oh, it's got an RGB lighting strip baked into the charging case of the earphones. You can very much tell this is made for someone who really wants to carry around a gadget. Let's do a sound test. They do fit really well with a good amount of passive noise cancellation without any tech going on. That's a bit of a shame. The one earphone that is working does sound pretty good, but the fact that straight out of the box one of them isn't connecting properly, it's not a great sign for the software stability to come. But you know what the funniest thing is? You know the main extra function of this earbud case? It's a bottle opener. I couldn't believe it. Let's see if it works.
this ad almost every time. If they can pay for ad, I'm sure they can pay for a fucking mic. The mic, the sound, the audio in this video is so trash. Like, bro, get yourself a fucking mic.
Whose idea was this? I mean, earphones, bottle opener, the kinds of situations that you would use both of those in are so different. But also, more importantly,
Mike, let me.
was it worth this? Was it worth carving out a massive triangle in this valuable real estate that is your charging case at the direct cost of battery? Futuristic in a dumb way. 3 out of 10. That's nice though. But the speaker is the thing that I'm most excited for. I'm already liking a lot of the little touches, like these tiny little rubber pads at the bottom, which means when you plonk it on a table, it massively softens the thud. Okay. Oh.
Ready to pair. Bluetooth connected.
I can respect that.
Connected.
Some nice startup
The
sounds.
Bluetooth
There's a
device
ton
is
of different
connected.
lighting modes as well.
That's
You know,
fine.
for something that's designed to be straight out of a sci-fi movie, this is actually weirdly well suited to camping. Ah, okay, so it's got a small tweeter here, which is what's handling the high notes, and then a larger subwoofer coming up the bottom, which is what's handling the bass. And it's pretty mid-range, to be honest. It sounds like a $50 speaker. The lighting's cool though, so I'll give it a 5. All right, let's see what the lighting of the future has in store for us. This is the bioluminescent orb. And I gotta say, I do love the idea of a future where we're not just pumping out greenhouse gases to fuel our increasingly electric lifestyles, but actually harnessing the Earth's natural resources to live a sustainable life. And this might actually be one step closer to that vision. So apparently in this bag right here is a specific species of live microalgae that can take in carbon dioxide, release oxygen, kind of like a plant. I just dropped some on my table. But also in that process, produce light-emitting chemicals. So we basically pour what's left into the orb. I'm going to leave that in a place where it's getting plenty of light for now. And then what it says is that it's only going to glow not just in the dark, but specifically at nighttime. So we will just cover the other stuff and loop back to it at the end. Oh, I've just realized there's a massive do not drink on the front, which means someone's tried it. I can totally see how you'd think this would be a superhero origin story. I don't blame you. I'm slightly curious. Okay, and while we wait to see the kind of lighting that nature can generate, let's find out what humans have managed to do. Because this product right here claims to have bottled both fire and the northern lights into something that can sit on your shelf. Okay, so really all this is a bunch of high power LEDs at the bottom shooting up at a deformed glass cylinder, which refracts them. And I mean, there is stuff to like here. Like the glass cylinder is surprisingly high quality. The reflections it makes on the walls and especially the ceiling, really genuinely interesting to the point where I would say it kind of delivers on its promise. Plus, you get a little remote to change the colors. I really like this one. It reminds me so much of the reflections coming off water. But here's the thing. I hate these remotes. These remotes are a sign that what you actually have at the core of this product is very cheap LEDs. For me, tech that is genuinely smart is tech that will use your phone or voice for controlling. But the more fundamental problem is that this was meant to rotate by itself. There's a motor there, and when it arrived, it was already fried, which does not bode well for the overall quality of this thing. So the idea is great, it can be pretty, but I mean, this is just a bit sad, isn't it? 4 out of 10. At $80 then, we have what's claiming to be the future of the phone stand. And while initially I could not wrap my head around how a phone stand could possibly be $80, now I can see it. This is the morph strap. You know, the whole flexible to stiff thing. Yep, it's that. Now, the company's being pretty tight-lipped about how exactly it works, but it seems like this lever here is basically a crank that tightens or loosens the internal structure sitting under this fabric. So the company's idea is, let's say you're walking around on holiday and you carry your phone around your neck, as you do. The second you want to take a photo, bam, selfie stick, albeit a slightly bent one. I mean, that's not really what I'd use it for. What I'm more interested in is, can this be a way to mount your phone onto like any surface to take a weird shot, for example? The answer to which is, yeah, pretty much. I just had an idea. So I'm thinking, hypothetically, if I was in the back seat of a car and I wanted to watch a TV show while I'm on the go, it does work. 7 out of 10. I feel like there's a lot more you can do with this than I've even realized at this point. And then to measure how long your stiff phone strap is, here's the Neo Ruler, which is such an awesome name for what seems to be the one ruler to ruler them all. You place the ruler next to it, you raise the slider till you reach the point you want to measure, and then that on screen is the exact measurement. And there's an obvious initial question here, in that my $1 ruler does the exact same thing. Who asked for them to overcomplicate it this much? Well, for starters, this thing is accurate to the nearest 0.01 millimeters, which is a level of precision that you can't get by just eyeing it. The fact that it's digital means that you can change units on the fly. You can flick between millimeters, inches, even meters if you want to. But also, you can do crazy stuff. Like, let's say you're measuring an architect's drawing or a map, for example. I just bought one yesterday and it's just a bit bigger than I was expecting. So, you know, a lot of these drawings have a scale, right? Like 1 to 500,000. Or in the case of this map, 1 to 5. You can let the ruler know that scale, and then as you're measuring, it will not just tell you how many millimeters it is in reality, but also what the actual real-life distances of that space really are. Or for another example, let's say that you wanted to divide something evenly. You can choose on this ruler how many divisions you want, and then you literally just pull the slider across, and it will tell you exactly where to make those divisions. Niche? Yes. Completely next level for the people who actually have use for it. Also yes. 8 out of 10. So now, on the complete other end of the spectrum, are shoes.
Or 9:10 a.m. Let me just say I'm by 11 a.m. West African time. So that should be 11
know that smile you give the room,
like 5 or 6 early in the morning.
the one that says you're fine.
US time. That's like 12.
While everybody takes a piece and you keep giving yours
Make sure you like
away.
and subscribe.
You've been the roof through every storm,
I'm still adjusting
cup
the
from
camera.
which they drink.
The camera to looking directly at
So good at holding everyone,
everything.
they forget you carry things.
No.
I see the places you've gone quiet,
Hear me? Sit.
just to keep the peace alive.
Them tomorrow. I'm playing
The
Batman.
dreams you folded like old letters
And
tucked behind your life.
Even though it's like
You don't have to.
a very, very
Yeah,
nostalgic.
apparently future shoes only come with half the packaging. So we already know that this shoe, it bends in half.
So I still remember the. I played a little of Sleeping Dogs today, so yeah. I will let you guys know what's up. I'll drop a little news on my YouTube channel. So yeah, like and subscribe and peace out, bro.